You gone? You go like 3, 2, 1, start. Did you do that?
I already started. Okay.
Okay, so now. Go?
Yes.
You recording?
Yes.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Bathroom Handyman. My name's Jason, Bathroom Handyman. And today we're going to put in a complete tune-up kit. What we got here is a toilet, and it's leaking down the sides, and you can see it because there's little strange streaks. You can see the water kind of flutter, so something's draining out of the tank into the bowl. And what that causes is the toilet to run about every 30 minutes. So September's water bill is going to be extremely high, Kiston, so that's why. Okay. Anyway, so what we need to do is first we turn off the water. There we go. Water's turned off now. You should do that annually with all the toilets in your house and the fridges and any other things you do, because in an emergency, if you never turn those on and off, they're going to be really tough. So, free tip for you right there. So, after we do that, we're going to take this off the cover to the tank, and we're going to flush the toilet. We're just going to hold this open so all the water drains out. You want to get it as empty as possible. Don't drop the phone in there.
I won't.
Don't drop the phone in there.
I won't.
Watch what you're doing. All right, so we got most of the water out of the tank. That's great. I was going to put this off to the side so we don't break it, right? Okay. Keep the camera in the room. All right, so now we got the lid off there. We're going to go ahead and try and take any additional water out with this little cup here. Oh, yeah, this is going to take forever. There's one. Okay, there's two. Okay, 399. Okay, 400. Okay, this is taking way too long. So we've already done 400. We're going to go ahead and just deal with the mess we might get when we do this. So one thing I noticed, we start with our 1/2-inch wrench. We get underneath here and we go down. Oh my goodness, my knees are getting old. We move the garbage, and all the garbage that the kids didn't throw away, we throw that away too. All right, kids? And we get underneath here. We give these a turn. But what I can tell you right now is they are not coming out. They are pretty much shot. Rusty, crusty. There's no way I am going to be able to get those to turn loose.
We're gonna have to get new screws for this.
I believe the kit comes with them.
I can check the kit if you'd like.
No, you don't have to check the kit. You're the camera person. All right, so what I thought, you see those, they're all rusty up top here. They're probably never going to turn free. Shoot.
Yes?
That's just what some handymans run into occasionally. A little bit of the, oh, shoot. Okay, we seem to have a little success on the left one here. Yeah, okay, the left one's coming. That's good. So, one thing you want to do is be really careful that you don't break the tank. Then we're headed to the Home Depot and buy a new toilet.
Yeah.
15 hours later.
Tatum, I appreciate your negativity, but at this time, I'd rather it not happen. Okay, so one thing I forgot about, yeah, this is going to leak all the rest of the water out, so we're going to go ahead and just throw the garbage can underneath there. Oh, can you hear that?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to let that all leak out now. Are we going? Okay, welcome back. Thank you to our sponsors. They help make this show possible. We did run into an issue where this first bolt we tried to get out was spinning in there, so I went out and grabbed my pliers. Then I went to the left one. That came out real easy, but this right one was giving us some trouble. So I had to put that in here, and we're going to go ahead and give her some squeezes. And after we squeezed it, we were able to get this bolt off. All right, so we got both bolts out, and I hope this kit comes with them. And yep, this kit comes with new bolts. So always double check to make sure before you start ripping things apart, you got all the parts you need. The next thing we need to do is go ahead and get the supply line removed. We just give that a couple twists right like this. It should just be finger tight. You don't need a wrench on these things at all. Be careful, that thing might leak a little bit too, because it's still got some water in the line from the shutoff valve. So that's why we're going to leave the garbage can right where it is. And there we go. All right, so now in theory we should be able to lift the bowl right out, and we can. All right. We're going to move this over here and leak it into the sink. All right, so now that we got the bowl out, we're going to gently set it here. And actually, oh yeah, you can kind of see this guy's a little offset. He said it's possible that these things go bad. I bet it was leaking right through here. Right through that edge. It was coming right through. So, there you can see that thing went bad.
Ew.
What? Ew. This ain't poop. It's rust water.
I know.
Alright, so what we're going to do here is put this down to keep the porcelain from banging on the countertop. And alright, so that is a mighty big, probably too big for the tools I got. Let's see here. Yep. Alright, well, this is perfect time to talk to one of our sponsors. Tell us what we got going on today. Are we going? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I went back out to the tool shed and managed to find this guy. He's a little big, though, so we're going to have to go back and find a different one. No, I'm just kidding. Look, it's adjustable.
I was going to say.
So we get that to the right side and we give her a little twist. Oh, somebody cranked that on pretty good. I wasn't getting that off with my fingers, huh?
Yeah.
Hi, Tatum.
You want to come in?
All right, so what we're doing here is we're taking this little piece off.
Why?
Because we toilet leaks, remember? I told you this about 5 minutes ago and 10 minutes ago and 14 minutes ago and 12 minutes. Okay, anyway, so what we're doing is we're just stripping the guts out of this thing. And we want to make sure the flapper is disconnected. We don't want to break the arm off. And we take the little tube out. So that guy was our problem, I figure. He looks old and corroded here, and I bet he was just leaking right through. Or this thing.
Can I see?
It just looks wore. Yeah, if you look, this thing is just wore from water running over it all the time in its life. Nothing was going to sit flat on that anymore. There's a gap in there. Did you see it? Okay, good. It's all right. Okay.
That looks like a mini.
I first tried to fix this with this $10 part, but you can't really see. They said check this to make sure there's no buildup of grime or gup, and there wasn't. But I think over the years, water running over this definitely made it bad.
It's got a bit of black.
And here's our next part. This is our fill. This is where the water inlet goes in. We're going to take that off. While you're at commercial, I pre-loosened that one to make it look like I'm super strong. So we take that off, and this is the guy that fills it. So when your tank fills up in there, this thing hits the top and stops the water from coming in. This, I think, was new.
And that's a faucet.
So that fills up the bowl. After you flush, this hole closes, so water can't get in the bowl anymore. So a little bit of water's got to go in the bowl. And that goes right down the middle there, which shoots right in here. Which maybe the water was seeping through here too. We'll do a little cleanup here. We'll be right back after we open up the new kit. This video could be sponsored by Corky's. Corky, if you want to send me the $21 I paid for this, I'll gladly put you in as a sponsor. But I figured $21 to try instead of replacing the whole toilet. I'm kind of handy. We figured this out. So we open this up. And it looks like we got a little paper ring there. That's important. We got this sheet right here. Don't need the instructions. We'll throw them off to the side. Here's our new, they give you 3. I only need 2, so that's good. In case I lose one down the drain. So those are important. Keep those. Here's my, my new upright center. Looks like that goes on top of that. So that's going to sit right there. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Here's a little tube that goes into the top of this thing. So,
Which I bet that will be useful.
Then here's our flappy. This has an adjustment on it, so you can set it to how much flappy you want to let it through. Then obviously this is the fill device. So we'll file that over there. Okay, so time to start putting this stuff in. Yeah, personal preference. You start shoving in. We're going to set that in. There we go.
I'll show over the top so they can see.
Good thinking. All right, we're gonna tip this up, and I'm gonna look inside and make sure everything's lined up nice. I think that's lined up beautifully.
It is,
This
Dad.
thing will work good. Yeah, so we'll tip her back down now. Okay, and we're gonna tighten that up. Finger tight, we don't want it to be loose or break off. Now the main part, I'm gonna play around with a little bit because the last one interfered with the flush mechanism. So we're gonna get that in there. And I just wanna make sure now I know they make these to be like finger tight, but since I got a wrench here, I'm just gonna give it just a little bit of juice. And that's all we're gonna do with that. All right, then we place this guy right here. Okay, that's better. That's better. Okay, now I think we figured it out. Get on.
Okay, Dad. Wow.
Apparently the lights go out after 20 minutes.
Yeah. Looks like that's been the case.
So the instructions say it's going to be wobbly at first, and that's because, one size fits all. It's kind of like we're going to make everything a little too big for you.
Now I'm going to have fun cleaning off all these stains.
All right, we're going to tighten these down, and we'll be right back with you. Just start it and tell me when you started it.
I started.
Okay, perfect, because then I wait a second, because in editing we'll take out all this little stuff. Okay. All right, there we go. Now that the tank is securely mounted to the bowl, you can come in here and live and show them what we have to do left. We got to do the fill hole into the spout here, and then we have to hook the chain up right here to the lever. So we're going to measure this out. We're going to give it a little slack. So I'll start on me. Hi, everybody. We're back. I needed to go get my tool here, so we took a quick little break. We're just going to chop this off at about this level right here. So always make sure your tools are sharp.
And make sure your hand is not too close to that knife.
That's right. There we go. And we are just going to plug that down. They say just do this. Okay.
Looks good.
All right, let's back out a little bit. So in theory, we've got our new float in place. This fills the tank. This is our tank overflow. The water line is below that. We've got the new flapper in. And the chain is set properly. I think we are go ahead to connect the water down here. That's why you always do that final inspection. So now we're just connecting the water line back down to the bottom of this thing. And we're going to tighten that up. Once again, hand tight on all this stuff. And we're going to turn the water on.
It looks great.
All right, so now we're filling. You see the water filling over here. You got the water going down the tube.
Beautiful.
So the first time it's going to fill a little bit. We might go ahead and dial down that a little bit, because that's just to fill the tube up after the fact. That looks a lot better.
Yes, it does, Daddy.
So the tube's filling up. Hey, camera person. And it looks like I might take one link out of this chain because it doesn't lift high enough to get it out.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Nicely done, Dad.
Filling up. What do you think, kiddo?
Amazing.
Excellent. Well, here, let's shoot our exit. So that's real simple and easy. All you gotta do is run down to the store and get your Universal Complete Kit if you got a running toilet. Real simple to install. It only took me about actual 10 minutes of work, but probably an hour-long video here. So anyway, thank you for joining us here at the Bathroom Handyman. Maybe tomorrow we'll do the garage cleanup handyman. Who knows? See you next time.